Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hello everyone, and welcome back for another Random Tuesday video. I must really like you guys, because this is the second week in a row. Anyway, this is the battle where I ended up spading out my Centurion Mk.10, and it went pretty well. So, this was 1 or 2 days, I believe the day after I recorded the first 10 for the Chieftain Mk.3. I already had the Chieftain Mk.3 done and researched and bought, and this was I believe this was the next day after I did the first 10, yeah. So, just your average old domination on Normandy here. Now my tank was nearly spaded out, so it's moving pretty well up this hill, of course. And randomly, as you'll see, one of my subscribers and one of my Discord regulars is actually in this battle too, which we didn't plan. I wasn't squatted with anybody or anything. Now on that note, I'm going to make a video, a frequently asked questions video at some point. It's in my list of things to do, I just haven't been able to get to it with 1.67, and I have a whole bunch of videos in my backlog I'm trying to get out and such. Anyway, as far as joining my Discord, the Discord link is down in the description below, and that's how you squad with me if you want to squad with me. I get people asking me all the time, hey, do you want to squad? Hey, do you want to squad? And people asking on comments, do you want to squad sometime? The answer is, join my Discord. I will announce in the Discord, in whichever game I'm playing, either War Thunder, World of Warships, or something else, if I start playing something else, I will announce in that channel, hey everybody, I'm squatting whatever this game is for however long, and we're doing planes, we're doing tanks, I'm doing ships, I'm doing whatever. And join this chat, join this voice chat channel where I am, make yourself known, announce yourself, say, hey, this is whoever, my in-game name is whatever, and in the next time I'm out of a battle, I'll add you to the squad and play. That's how you squad with me. I'll cover that in a FAQ video once I make it, but anyway, that's how you do it for now. So, getting back to this battle, we had captured the point here, got a little bit of research started, and I'm basically sitting out watching for the Germans to come. Normally, you'll see Leos flanking over here. There were no... This is prior to patch 1.67, so there were no RU-251s yet, so that's important to remember here. There's one I just saw. It was very brief, saw him, and then right as I clicked away, he was somewhere right back here, and then he moved back into the trees again, and I lost him. So I'm kind of trying to reacquire that Leo out there in the woods and the trees. He's somewhere back there. I saw him for the briefest second just as I switched off of my view, and then lost him again when I switched back, so just kind of waiting for him to move and pop out of the trees and reveal himself, or otherwise fire and let us know where he is. So that's what I'm doing here, just kind of sitting here scanning back and forth.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Finally spot a Leo coming. There he is, he's close, he sees me obviously, and then he takes a killing shot from a T-10M. Right next to me, which was fine. Totally fine. There's a second Leo who appears right around here. So I'm going to chase him down, just barely catch up to him to get a shot on him. Put a shot through his engine, his radiator, black it out, but doesn't get a good fire, unfortunately. Social shortcut right there, talking in the chat. That's my subscriber and Discord member that I was talking about earlier. You'll see us talking once I notice and realize that he's in the battle. I notice here in a minute, or I may have. I don't remember. I may have already noticed and just haven't had a chance to say anything to him because obviously I'm fighting. Knock out the Leo's breach and turret ring. He's pretty much immobilized and unable to shoot back at me, so I'm going to start some fires on him. More points for me, and more points for him, although that's not what I really care about. I'm really trying to just kill him and move on to the next person, but Switched over to Hesh to do a little more exploding damage to him. And he's knocked out. So we're going to move on and try to find somebody else to shoot at here. Sit for just a moment. Look for any more Leos coming up or coming out of their spawn. Because there's likely to be some as the battle has progressed here. That 190T was coming in a little low. I'm not sure if he was in control or not. Spot an enemy mouse. That's a little dangerous for our M6 to use right there. Get a pretty good hit on an Ostwind there. This is as close as I will come to camping somebody's spawn. Essentially just trying to do some damage and keep that mouse marked so the team knows where he is. There's a Leo as well, and my gun just doesn't reload in time to get a shot at him. And then naturally, he doesn't come driving out in the open like he should have on the other side of the house. So now, there he is. Multiples coming out of their spawn right now. Hurried my shot just a little bit there on that leopard. Should have got him in the ammo, but again, ammo just barely doesn't reload before. I believe Edmund had not had his tea and biscuits this morning for breakfast. That's why he was just a little slow on the reloads. So that would be... Vincent is Social Shortcut's name in the Discord, so that's where I started talking to him. He just killed an ME-163 with his Tempest Mark V. He ends up getting 3 jet kills with his Tempest Mark V in this battle, which was great. If you watch that going on in the background of the kill feed, you'll see that happening. So just kind of holding an Overwatch position here for the moment, watching for where that Leo, or not the Leo, the mouse and that Ostwind are. Now, a Rocket Hot just killed somebody back behind me, so that's an immediate concern. Definitely want to figure out where the Rocket Hot is. So I'm going to move off this position, even though it's a relatively secure position and I'm in a shadow. But I don't want to be sitting still if a Rocket Hot is around somewhere. Somebody mark something on the map over by B, and I'm going to put artillery at it because whatever it is, if they marked it for some reason, maybe they want somebody to go there, but probably not. So I'm going to put artillery there. Enemy team is capping A. There's a mouse up here right in front. I would prefer to go after A and stop them from taking A, but there's obviously the mouse is right in front of me here with Captain Foo Fighter. So I'm going to drive in, charge at this mouse, and lend a hand. There he is. Good shot into his turret and knock him out. And that's a pretty good kill for a Centurion Mk.10. Taking a mouse down is always a victory for the team, no matter what you're driving. Now, on to the A point to try and hold it for the team. And then move to B and take B as well. Keep enemies marked if you know where they are. If you see them get lit up on the map, let the team know where they are. Alright, have arrived at the enemy-held A point. Time to figure out who took it and where they went. With the sun right in my face. Naturally. Well, there's somebody without a blue marker on him. Dispatched. Sorry, Apple Tart. I have another Discord in common with Apple Tart. I'm pretty sure it's Miles. believe he's on Miles' Discord. Anyway, get parked down in this hole to minimize my exposure to enemy fire. Continue taking the A point back for the team. Got quite a bit of air cover. Friendly tanks moving in. I was debating putting artillery up there, but without any actual enemy contact being lit up on the map, I wasn't exactly sure where anything was, and I didn't want to waste it, so I held off. Took a hit from what I thought was the left side, but turns out it was actually from the right. And it actually was the artillery hitting me and breaking my track. It wasn't actually being shot by an enemy, so... Gonna put the artillery up in between where that enemy is coming out of the spawn to mess up his sight. Just distract him and harass him a little bit. And then move on again. So ordinarily I would head for the B point from the A point there to try and cap it back, but with an enemy being marked up here, I'm going to move up and around a circling position to help our team here with this guy, and he was just knocked out anyway, so T-54 took him out. However, the T-54 just took some gunfire back from their spawn, towards their spawn off to the left up here, so I'm going to move out and be ready to engage there. And of course, after we took the A point, now the C point is falling, so the battle's not quite decided yet. It's still only 1-to-1 in captures. Quick scan reveals the rocket hot up here, and bad news, very bad news. Multiple rockets hitting me. Still pretty good for the Centurion Mk.10. So we'll come back with the Carnarvon, because the Carnarvon needs the research. And because the Falcon also needs the research, but we really need to take a point back here from the enemy. And the Carnarvon is far better suited towards capturing new points than the Falcon. So I'm going to push back to take C back. Try to figure out what it is that took C away from us in the first place and whether or not it's still there. We've got a light tank on C, so the odds are it was probably that Leo that just got killed halfway between C and A is most likely what took C and then ran for probably the A point. Although there is now a guy being marked just outside C, so it could have also been him. I don't actually know. It's been a while since I did this battle, and I don't actually remember. Now, once you've established that you play with me in a squad through the Discord, if we run into each other randomly in the game, I'm much more likely to say yes. Now watch this right here. I actually hit that HE-219 in his tail with my main gun. Unfortunately, it was an APDS round, and it doesn't seem to have done anything. I was hoping that he was going to come down and crash or something, or have some sort of control linkage problems and go in and die, but unfortunately, it was not the case. Of course, I've already hit him once, and I really want to finish him off, so he definitely gets my attention there. But Social gets after him in his Tempest, and it's not going to be very long before that HE-219 is no longer going to be a problem. Fired just a moment too early there on him. That's actually the HE-217, or the DO-217, not the HE-219. That just went down. The 219 is running away as far as I could tell. Now that, of course, is a Horton 229 that just set me on fire. And I had to type my typoed little sentence there so I could get rid of the message and be able to hit my fire extinguishers. Oh, never mind. It was a 217 in the first place, not a HE 219. Never mind. It was the 217. Okay, my bad. Misidentification in a replay there.
Just keep it up, and victory.
And then the battle ends there after capping them out, so kind of an undramatic end to it, anticlimactic end to it, but did spade it out, which gave me an extra 15,600 research towards the Conqueror, which is very nice. I was researching the Conqueror at this point. However, since 1.67 came out, I've changed my British research to something else. And if you can't figure out what I'm researching right now, well, you're not paying attention to 1.67. So there you go, 5,000 research towards the Conqueror, plus the extra 15,000 for spading out Centurion Mk.10. Pretty good score. Ended up in second place. Would have been obviously more stylish if I finished in first, but as it was one of my subscribers and Discord members who took first, I think that's alright. There's the ribbons and the awards, and it wasn't too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just a little quick Tuesday video. Got more videos this week. Should have one every day this week again, just like last week, so don't forget to stick around and check up on the channel. We'll see you guys next time for more War Thunder.